Hello, everyone. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. How is everyone doing today? Hi, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. Good afternoon, everyone. Hi, Prosperity Flows. Hello, everybody. So I'm just setting up now, making sure everything is working fine. I will begin with the readings in just a moment. I'm not going to be here for too long, okay? So hopefully we'll get to as many of you as possible. Again, I'm only going to be doing 3 readings. So there is no list today. Thank you so much for the follow, guys. Hi, Samina. Hi, Fia. Hi, YouTube as well. How is everyone? Guys, remember to give me names with your questions. So not just your name, but also the name of anyone that you might be asking me about, okay? It's just easier for me to connect with you when I have your birth names. Especially when there's so many people. So many people's energies, around. Hi, Laura. How is everyone today? Guys, I'm not going to be doing timeline readings. I'm going to be doing tarot, okay? So try to avoid the timeline question because I will try to avoid your question if that's the case, okay? So if you do want the best chance of receiving a reading, A, keep your energy open. B, ask your guides, for help. And C, make sure you make your question a yes or no question with no timelines. Thank you so much for the follow. Purple heart. Okie dokie. So, let's begin. Those of you that do want... so this is just going to be a sample of my work, okay? I'm just going to be focusing on tarot privately. I do spirit-led readings. So what does that mean? That means I connect with your guides, I connect with spirit, and we'll do timelines, we'll dive in deep, any messages, timelines that come through. My most popular reading is the full love reading. I do like to specialize in relationships, always have, always will, okay? It's just what I am drawn to. But of course I do, what is it called? Normal readings. Sorry, Natalie, your mic makes you sound different. Different how, Natalie? What do you mean, my lovely? Make sure you expand. I know it's okay because I can hear it myself. Deeper than what? What do you mean? Okay, so are you complaining about the accent? Are you complaining about the mic? It doesn't sound like me. What do you mean, guys? Oh, it's... I don't know. It's... I have the... yes, it sounds different today. I do have the background noise remover. So maybe that's what it is. It makes it... I don't like to use it because it makes it a bit robotic, but it does help, you know, especially with little puppy barking around. Okay, guys, regardless, can you hear me? Is it clear? We're going to begin the readings, okay? So think of your questions as I draw your cards, and let's see what comes through. Okay, so let's come to Fear. Let's come to you, my lovely. So Fear, will Bo Yang offer Fear a job? Okay, if I am mispronouncing anyone's names, please do accept my apologies. It won't affect your rating, okay? Okay, so Spirit, please, Fear and Bo Yang. Thank you. Oh, I do. Oh my gosh, my lovely. I do see an offer coming. Yes, absolutely. So we do have the Three of Pentacles here and also the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, I do see an offer coming through. And I don't think you need to change your strategy or whatever you're doing. Okay, I do feel that this is very much already aligned with where you're going. So yeah, it is a big yes. Thank you so much for your question, lovely, and much, much love to you. Okie dokie, so let's see. Tammy, I'm not doing timeline readings, lovely, but thank you so much for your question. And let me come to YouTube, actually. Victoria, thank you so much. Can you please tell me if my man coming back to me? Okay, what's his name, Victoria? Please, guys, remember to add names to your questions. You are most welcome, Fia. I think there's a delay in the chat as well. Okay, Victoria on YouTube, let me know his name. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do someone else's reading. Thank you so much for the follow, Liang. Okie dokie. Okay, we're gonna... go to someone else then. So, Leah, following, do you think that Lawrence, where are you, Leah? Do you think that Lawrence, come back to me. Okay, so Leah, think of Lawrence as I draw your cards. It just helps me to connect with your energy as well. So Leah and Lawrence, Spirit please. Leah and Lawrence. Thank you. Leah, he's thinking about it, okay? He does think about you quite a bit, my lovely. The Five of Swords, you know, coming through in reverse. Just because he's thinking about doesn't mean that he's planning on taking action. I do feel that he's like at a time where he really doesn't want to go back on his word, but I do feel that if you give enough time, he will, okay? So, yeah, I do see him coming back. It is going to take some time. I don't know how long. I'm not going to do a timeline. More than you would like, that's for sure, okay? And I do feel that your hopes are going to take a hit because of that. But I do see him returning, my lovely. And when I do see him returning as well, I do see him returning with a different energy, okay? Much more assertive and sure of what he wants, especially the Knight of Pentacles coming through. Thank you so much for your question, lovely. I'll leave you with that. And Miriam, where is your question? Miriam, will Chris reach out to reconcile? So Miriam, please do think of Christian. Think of Chris as I draw your cards and let's see what comes through. Miriam and Chris, thank you. Miriam and Chris. Okay. Miriam, I do see him reaching out to reconcile, okay? But I also do see him, both of you actually, falling back into some old patterns quite quickly. So because of that, the reconciliation doesn't feel like that's going to be like final. It does feel that it's going to be temporary again. So the two of you do need to do a lot of work in the relationship, okay? So not just him, but you as well. You need to best communicate better with one another, that's for sure. Have a better understanding of each other's love languages and all of that. But yes, there will be a window of opportunity, but it's going to depend on what the two of you make out of the opportunity, okay? That's going to stick and it's going to last as well. Thank you so much for your question. I'll leave you with that, lovely. And okay, guys, I am going to have to go very soon, okay? So it's going to be a very short reading. I'm so sorry. It's just I'm very busy. I've just finished with the healing sessions this morning, so I just wanted to come here and do some readings, but I'm gonna go back to private readings in just a second. Okay, so Neha, did Hans really got into trouble or was he just using me? Okay, Neha, please do think of Hans as we draw your cards. Neha and Hans. Okay, so Neha, sorry, there's a card on the floor for you. A very important card as well. So what I do feel is that, yes, there was more to the story than what he told you, okay? But it wasn't, whatever he said that was maybe a white lie, it wasn't out of malice. It's just because maybe he wasn't comfortable telling the whole truth, okay? But I do feel he's definitely working on something, and he definitely does need some time for himself whilst he does so, especially with the Hermit and the Seven of Pentacles coming through. So yes, I understand why you're thinking that maybe there's something more there, because there definitely is, but I don't think it's as bad as what you would think, okay? I do feel that, yes, maybe he expanded, maybe he inflated something, but it wasn't a whole total lie, okay, to get out of a situation. No, I don't see that being the case. So thank you so much for your question, and I'll leave you with that, lovely. Okay. Guys, make sure to give me names with your questions. I just see questions with no names, and I do see timeline readings. So I'm not doing timeline readings, my lovely. I'm doing tarot, okay? So guys, please don't ask for timeline questions. If you do want to receive a reading, I do timelines privately, but here I'm focusing on tarot because it's simpler. Tarot does not give you timelines, unfortunately. And let me come to YouTube as well. Okay, so Will Puja and Rama Chandran get married. Will Puja and Rama Chandran get married. Oh, you know, there's a big reason why the two of them came together. Okay, there's definitely a strong connection. There's spiritual connection. I am receiving a strong yes for marriage. Lovely. Thank you for your question. Emma, Will Jason and Emma reconcile? Thank you. Will Jason and Emma reconcile? Jason and Emma. Emma, I am receiving a no. I am receiving a no, my lovely. And I'm also receiving that I don't think that this is your person, okay? I feel your intuition's off here. You're being drawn towards the wrong person, maybe because of, you know, some pattern that you haven't worked on. But do focus on yourself, okay? Focus on your intuition as well, on elevating yourself, because I do feel you're going to see things differently. Now, you don't have to let go of Jason or his energy. You can just tell yourself, I'm going to give myself a week to focus on myself, focus on my own healing, a week or two, and then you wait for you to see how you feel, you know, at the end of that. And then if at the end of that you still want to, you know, try to go back to Jason, you can do what you want, my lovely. I can't tell you what to do, but I do believe that you're going to see things differently, okay? It's always important to try to look at your own situation, your own relationship, from the point of view of an outsider at times as well. That way you remove your emotions, your feelings, and see how things are. I do feel that there are so many beautiful things trying to enter your life, and because you're too focused on this person who isn't available, this isn't coming through, okay? This isn't coming through, my lovely. So you do need to focus on yourself for a little bit in order to receive what's to come. Thank you so much for your question. I'll leave you with that, lovely. Vinny, I'm not doing pregnancy readings, guys. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sarah. I am a psychic medium and also energy healer. I do specialize in relationships and also fertility, okay? I don't do fertility readings during the live or timeline readings, okay? I do those privately. Fertility readings because it is a sensitive subject, so I want to make sure that I do, you know, have a lot of space and room in order to do those readings. And also timelines, because tarot doesn't give you timelines here. I'm focusing on tarot. So, but you can book those privately, guys. All readings do come with timelines, even the £10 reading. Speaking of which, let me just do a quick I'm gonna do a quick, on the one question reading, I'm gonna do a quick discount for today. So anyone that does have a one question that does involve timelines, you can book one today with a discount. I'm gonna do a 30% discount, okay? So £7 for a one question reading with timelines as well. So go check out thepracticalmedium.com. It is also listed in my bio. I'll leave it up for a little bit. So anyone that does want to book in that was here during the live today, feel free to do so. I'll turn it off a little bit later. Okay, so Priscilla, will a relationship with R work out? Priscilla, please do think of R as I draw your cards, lovely, and let's see what comes through. Priscilla and R. Priscilla, it will. Okay, I do feel it can. Okay, not that it will. It definitely can. I do feel that with R, there are going to be some mistakes made, and depends on how the two of you can even avoid those mistakes. Okay, if I'm being honest here, but depending on how both of you, work for the situation, especially you, my lovely. I do feel, yes, it can be a long-lasting relationship. But it is going to take some work, because I do feel there's a level of immaturity here with the Fool and the Seven of Swords coming from in reverse as well. And yeah, the energy as well does feel very, very, not very, it feels very, not loose, but it does feel very, very, you know what I mean, very immature. Yeah, I don't want to say immature, but yes, that's how it feels, my lovely. But yeah, the intentions are there, the connection is there for sure. But it is going to take some work, until the two of you are aligned with what you want as well. Thank you so much for your question. Okay. Emily, will Emily and Eden reconcile? Emily, think of Eden as I draw your cards. And just give me a second. Emily and Eden, thank you. Spirit, please. Emily and Eden. Emily, there's so much potential for your connection. I feel Eden is a bit stubborn, at times, a lot of the times actually, is either his way or the highway. So it's difficult to find a middle ground with this person. I do feel that he feels like he knows best, and he doesn't really like to be told where he's maybe lacking on some aspect of the relationship, or his life. But there's, especially the Magician coming through, there's so much to come for the two of you. It has come to a pause, but I do see, yes, definitely a window of opportunity here for a reconciliation. So we can always, I wish we could dive deeper, my lovely. We can always do a full reading, or whatever. But yeah, I do see a window there happening. Thank you so much for your question. I'll leave you with that, hon. Guys, those of you who have booked a private reading, I will get in touch with you as soon as I finish with the live, okay? My full love reading does come with timelines and plenty more better understanding of how can you communicate your love languages, when certain events will take place as well, so you can focus on that. So, but yeah, you can go, and I do telephone, email, and also in-person readings. So you can find me at thepracticalmedium.com, which is also listed in my bio. Here is really just a sample of my work, okay? And hopefully we'll give some of you some guidance as well in the process. And let's see, I'm gonna do, let's see how many more readings. Not many, I do have got to go, guys. I I have to go do some private readings. So Zeke, is Daniel actually into me based on current energy? So Zeke and Daniel, Spirit please, Zeke and Daniel. I understand why you have questions and why you have doubts, because you are someone who is very sure of what you want, and you're very much ready, to work on a relationship. I do feel that with Zeke, there is still an imbalance there. Okay, the feelings are there, but he's not really 100% in the relationship or the connection. But it's so strong that I feel that the two of you will overcome that for sure, especially with the Six of Cups coming through. And I do feel that for some time you're going to have to hold the fort, okay? Thank you so much for your question, hon. Okay, guys, I will have got to go, okay? I do have to go. You can find me at thepracticalmedium.com. Again, there's a 30% discount on the one question reading. It does come with timelines. It's a deep dive. So go check out thepracticalmedium.com. Those of you who have not received a free reading during today's session, please do follow. That way you will be notified of next time I come live. And thank you so much for joining again. And I'll speak to some of you very, very shortly. Bye-bye for now, and I hope you have a beautiful day.